might not know which way to go, and you might stumble, trip, and fall. But if you have faith, you'll make it through it all. You will, you gotta believe you'll make it through. You gotta believe we'll make it through. You gotta believe we'll make it through. 'Cause tell me what's the point in living if we ain't close to the truth?
Hello, you beautiful and wondrous beings. Thank you so much for being here. I have had quite the dragon year. I believe that if you are here, so have you. If you are deeply into your dragon journey, then I'm just, I'm in awe of you. I am in awe of us for everything that this year has brought forth for us, for everything that, Mama, Gaia Pachamama, this earth, for everything that she has bubbled up to the surface through us, also just in her own body, in her earth body, in her elemental bodies, the way that she has brought greater awareness to the great change, the great event, the great shift. I mean, there's so many names for it, and we're deep in it now in, closing 2024, closing this year of 2024. So if you are here, I want to thank you for your service, for your energy, for putting your life force to good use this year, and for being on the path no matter what has come your way, no matter what challenges, no matter what grief, what pain, what trauma may have been, again, bubbling up like a volcano, bubbling up to the surface to be released. There are some indications of volcanic energy, so I just want to preface that I'm on an island and that this island, like many islands, were formed through volcanic activity in the earth, and they were formed many years prior to our common times. So there is something about this energy of the Sirian collective really coming to know their fire, goddess of fire, really coming to know their incredible capacity to alchemize, your incredible capacity to work with opposing forces, right? Think of a volcano really holding this energy of, like, sometimes it's earth and fire, because the volcanic eruption, breaks earth and spews, lava, fire, which then becomes earth again, which then becomes, new continents. That's a funny way of putting it, but that's the way it wanted to come through. New islands, new landmass, extension of a certain part of the world. So I'm getting Iceland as an example. What is happening with the volcanic activity that is so present on the earth right now is it's Gaia producing her greatest alchemical fire and earth, or fire and water, for the earth to witness, so that we can be empowered to continue to do that alchemy inside of ourselves, so that we can continue to really bring forth the codes of inner union, of inner alchemy, and of uniting spirit, right, and form. Spirit and form. You could say like upper chakras, upper echelons, higher realms, higher energies, higher knowings, higher gifts, and the part of us that really understands the body, the physical, corporeal, right? Corporeal means cuerpo, means body, bones, blood. Interesting, the bees, right? Body, bones, blood. So here I'm getting an Egyptian activation that has to do with the sound ba. It's going to be very, very, very instrumental for your dragon handing you over to your serpent year. So I actually made a video about the ba code, the ba activation, highly, highly calibrated to ancient Egyptian sound technology, ancient Sirian sound technology. Yeah, in our temples in Egypt, and also etheric crystalline temples in the waters, etheric crystalline temples in the mountains, etheric crystalline temples in and around the volcanoes of the earth. So you might just find that you're going to be drawn to more practices of sounding your voice, of reverberating ba, bi, boo, be, bo. Ba, bi, boo, be, bo. I will write it here for you guys. And then there's variations of that, right? It's when you combine, for instance, a and o, and it becomes bao, bao, or boa, boa, which is the serpent, right? The boa constrictor. So there's a serpentine code in that one. Bio, bio, bio. Bio has to do with the earth, right? Bio, biological. Biotopo, it's a word in Spanish. It's like these protected areas of the earth that we want to keep. We want to keep them. We want them to stay preserved, like these preserved, I'm hearing like reservation sites, right? Indigenous places, dense jungle, Amazon. There's definitely a connection to serpents, boas, anaconda energy for you. This serpent year is going to be really, really surprising for you. So serpent year begins in and around January 29th is when Chinese lunar celebrations begin. But it's so interesting because I read something just a couple days ago that said that they actually begin Year of the Serpent 2 weeks after that first celebration. So the first celebration is gonna be on January 29th, but technically anywhere from now to 2 weeks after the 29th is gonna be your window of really dragon energy coming down, 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 and wanting to really anchor into the fiery parts of you, right? The lower echelons, the lower chakras, the body, the ba. Even the word body has the code ba in English, at least. Body, body, cuerpo. I speak in a lot of different, sounds, tones. I incorporate other languages when there's relevancy, when there's connections. So cuerpo is a code. It means body in Spanish, but there's another sound there that might be relevant to you. So that's why I allow my mind, my brain, my codes to come in as clear, and I don't interrupt them. So I'm just prefacing that. I want to get into the cards. You have a really, really, really beautiful spread of cards. I've only shown you Goddess of Fire, but what I'm going to do now is just ask you to really drop into your body. Just take a couple of breaths with me here. Really, really, really prepare yourself to receive. Prepare yourself to receive in the body, in the bones, in the back, in the spine. And bring your sovereignty up, 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 up to the surface, up to the mind's eye and to the heart. hearing to the throat as well. Bring the sovereignty here so that you can really decipher, so you could really discern in this reading what is for you, what calibrations are for you, what information is for you, and what isn't. Okay, these are readings for all of the beautiful galactic star seeds that resonate with Sirian energy. This isn't just for somebody that is like, I'm Sirian 100% and only Sirian energy and only Sirian guides. You know, there's going to be a lot of different people, different backgrounds, different makeup, even genetics connected to different star systems. So they might dip in for some messages from Sirius, from the Lion Collective, from the White Lions specifically. I'm hearing from the White Buffalo as well, and from the Mer, from the watery Sirian beings that I connect with that definitely want to share some messages for you. So as you're in your body, you might want to even put one of your hands on your heart, one on your kind of belly area for a little bit while we start the messages, and then you can just kind of practice feeling the message, not just hearing it, not just hearing the words, not just letting it go to your mind. Really let it go into your body and let it ping your body and let it ping your chakras in different places so that you know, oh, my waters, my sacral is really stirred by that message, or my heart, oh my God, my heart's opening, my wings, you know, my wings are just like, yes, with that message. Or again, if it's a no, if it's a I don't know, let those pieces come in as well, right? And inform your body and inform you. And just know that this is my greatest service to the collective. This is my greatest service to Earth and the greater cosmos, to the Mother, Ma, and the Father, Ta, Creator, Ma, Ta, Ta, Ma, and I invite the highest messages from the alchemized Sirian Council of Light. May all the beings who are tuned into this, may they receive seen and unseen codes, light, sound activations throughout this reading. And may they integrate these messages effortlessly through the frequency of grace, the stream of grace that I work with. Especially Magdalene is making herself known in that aspect. So call on Magdalene throughout the year of Serpent as you integrate these pieces, and feel free to come back to this video throughout the year to just be reminded, to just have a little check-in of, you know, just a check-in. First energy I want to show you is the first tarot card that came out. We have the King of Wands. And this is absolutely the energy of Kundalini. We have rainbow energy. We have a rainbow serpent going up the spine of this being who is sitting in a beautiful position where the spine is really straight, where the back and the chest are really, really in a position of power. It's like coccyx to the floor, allowing the channel, allowing the 33 vertebrae to move energy up, to move energy down. And again, depending on how you work with your Kundalini energy, depending how you are guided to move through the year, again, expanding into your serpent, or really anchoring that dragon energy down through your serpent down into the earth, so she receives the codes that then get shared with other people, that then light other people's fire. And I'm getting this cathedral energy. There's definitely a connection with cathedrals and sound technology and temples and sound technology and the Ba and the balance, which again, the word balance has the ba in it. Balance in Spanish, balance in English, equilibrio también, the balance, right? The equalizing energy. You have sun and moon here, sun and moon, and each one is in their own arc, in their own space. But guess what? Where do they unite? They unite in the body. They unite in this person that is working with their Kundalini energy, that is working with their power, that is working with their life force, that understands that no matter what is going on in the world, you have the power to be in your power. You have the power to raise the serpents, to raise your frequency. I'm not talking about just raising your consciousness. I'm talking about also raising your frequency, your vitality, your ability to move through life and navigate life and love your life and be in more of a state of joy and bliss than ever before. I took some notes while I was tuning into the Sirian collective, watching actually the waters here at the waterfront of this island about an hour ago, and I had chosen the dragon card for you for the year, right? Or for the shift, let's say. This is kind of what you're shifting out of. That's better said. It's what you're shifting out of. And you're shifting out of grief and loss. And it's a heavy, this is the heaviest, if not one of the heaviest dragon energies in this deck of 33 dragons. And the reason why I'm telling you that it's heavy is because this is what you are growing out of. This is what you're completing with Dragon Year. You are completing the grief. You are completing the chapter of your life where you continue to focus on what you've lost, on who you've been, on how things have gone, on the failures, on the, missteps, on the loops, on the betrayal, whatever it is. And I wrote down, the alchemy was always destined. The alchemy was always destined. And the lyrics to this song, which I'm going to provide you with 3 songs actually in the description of this video that are going to be really activating for the year, for your beautiful lion and your lioness to really begin to shine and to emanate through your big, beautiful Sirian heart. And the song lyric was, through hardship comes ease. So you're really moving out of hardship. And I'm going to show you this other card. It says forgiveness. It's the energy of Yeshua with basically the crown of thorns. Basically the crown, which here it's depicted as the 3 crucifixes, right? In the story of the crucifixion, it was Yeshua and 2 other criminals, right? They were all quote unquote criminals. And I think one of them was a murderer. So again, take it as it resonates. But the overarching theme is just forgiveness is your code to transcend grief. Forgiveness is your answer. Every time you think you're going to loop back, every time you think you have to look to your past, you're going to be reminded and recalibrated that your eye, your third eye, needs to stay looking forward. And your body needs to stay in the now. Okay, that's very important. So higher chakras are focusing on the future. Body technology, body awareness, nervous system, practices like health being number 1, what you put in your body, how you cook your food, how you bless your food, how you juice this year, how you eat more things that align with your body type, your internal guidance, your internal chemistry. I'm not telling people what to eat. I'm saying tune in and listen to the guidance so that you know what is right for you. and do more of that. And you'll know, because you'll feel better. The grief will just start to melt, like truly, truly, truly melt away. And you're going to have more energy, more life force, more vitality, more of a calling to like go out and be on the land and attract, magnetize soul family, new opportunities, new connections, new friends, new lovers, new family into your reality, into your realm. I cannot take credit for the way realm is pronounced. It's this really interesting guy that works a lot with life force energy, and his name's Igor or something. I used to watch his videos a couple years ago, and I was like struck by the way he would say the word realm, because English is not his first language. And he would say it realm, and it reverberates in me, so that's why I said it that way. Maybe it's relevant for you to check out some of his videos. Maybe I'll link one in the description for you. Let's go to the next card. This kind of has to do, I want to wrap this energy up about forgiveness, grief, disappointment. This is the last message in these realms, because Five of Cups is about, oh my God, I spilled the cups. Like I freaking spilled my life. I spilled my guts out. I opened my heart, and then I was rejected, and then I lost, and then I ended up alone, and then, and again, it's the stories. It's so mental. There is memory attached to these events, but a lot of it is just mental looping, because the memories fade for a reason. The memories fade for a reason, because when we heal, when our heart takes over, when our soul, when God, right, God's source, our highest self, our compass takes over, it decides like that memory gets to fade, and it's not as important as it was at that time in your life when you were really, I guess, at the pinnacle of learning and healing and alchemizing the lesson from that trajectory, from that part of life. And so what I love about this card is, actually, I didn't look at it really well, but there's some banging mountain energy with these really strong, bright stars or suns, right? Or beings, like orb kind of beings in the background. And the two cups that stay remaining upright, right? It's 3 spilled cups, 2 cups that are upright. It's the reminder, again, what do you have? You have the present and you have the future. Those are the 2 cups. Forget about the other 3. You have the present, you have the future. That will carry you everywhere you need to go. And if you ever forget and you try or you begin to loop again, this is your calibration that you will remember. Forgiveness, move on. My year is banging. My serpent energy is banging. My life force brings up this energy of major arcana emperor energy. And it doesn't matter if you're male or female. The energy of the emperor is the energy of conquering that which lies within. That which lies within. Meaning we conquer our demons, we conquer our stories, we conquer our shadows. We conquer the lies that we've told ourselves, where we've made ourselves small. We conquer the wounds, right? I'm bringing the energy of Chiron in here. We conquer the wounds that were left by previous lifetimes and that were left by people in our lives in our formative years. So childhood, adolescence, young adulthood, right? All of those woundings, anywhere from 0 to about, let's say 35, which for me was 2 years ago, but this is what's coming up. So imagine all of those traumas, all of those pieces, all of that goes into the freaking pot, into the chalice, into the pit. into the ocean, and then it gets to be stirred up. So the Sirians are inviting you to stir up the pot, make something magical out of your experiences, make something epic that will leave legacy behind. When I think of Emperor and Empress energy, I think of they get remembered, they get written about, they get you know, these incredible like portraits painted of them. And for the most part, this Empress, Emperor, Empress, so it's interesting, I'm getting the Empress energy as well. So there's like a counterpart energy, even though it's only the Emperor card here, it's really both of them. And I go back to this card with the Sun and Moon, because a lot of your focus this year is going to be about union. So if you are an Empress and you've been waiting for your Emperor, then if you do the inner work, the Emperor arrives. And if you are an Emperor and you've been waiting for your Empress, then you do the inner work and she arrives. And I will show you the Magdalene card. So I said Magdalene was really calibrating the Sirian collective. She has been doing so for a few years now for me. But she has the Vesica Pisces here on her belly and her womb. It's a sacred symbol. And it is a symbol of marriage. It is a symbol of coming together. It's like two whole planets, two whole universes coming together. And this is something very cosmic. I'm hearing like your universe and somebody else's universe are going to finally crash and meet each other here on Earth. Whether it happens in Year of the Serpent or not, it's going to depend on your devotion. It's going to depend on your belief, right? When we feed love, when we feed our dreams, when we feed our passions, right? And when I say feed, I mean we put our energy there, we work, we give, we overflow into actions and thoughts and expressions that, yeah, that are in that caliber: devotion, love, passions, promise, legacy. Ooh, I'm feeling so much in my spine, so I'm just gonna breathe. A lot of it is happening in the higher back, in between the, I'd say like the solar plexus in the back and the throat. So anywhere from solar plexus, heart, and throat. It is becoming on fire as I'm speaking. So we're just gonna calibrate a little bit, feel the fire. You know what, I'm gonna have a sip of water because it's like, wow, all of a sudden. Okay, Magdalene is bringing in this energy of peacocks, a lot of floral connections as well, connections to the fairy realms, connections to the earth, the trees. Maybe you see there's like this beautiful green tree trunk here, and there are flowers growing out of, purple flowers actually, growing out of the Vesica Pisces. And I'm just getting this overflowing waterfall kind of, you know what I'm getting? I'm getting the connection of earth and water, land and water. So for some of you, your grid work this year, and that's actually beautiful that this is coming up, your grid work this year might be very connected to uniting in inner union your earth codes and your water codes. And so I'm getting this energy of like mer beings and land beings finally meeting each other again and really communicating again. Maybe even meeting in like in the other realms, but you're kind of the bridge. You're kind of like the in-between point, because imagine humans, we can be on earth, on land, and then we can go out into the ocean and we can swim and we can connect and we can remember, you know, our connections to water and water realms and Sirian water realms and other beautiful, I'm getting Mintanka from Orion, other beautiful water realms out there in our solar system and in our galaxy and beyond. And I'm getting that the other realms here on Earth that are of a watery nature, they really want to be reunited with the Earth realm. This has something to do with, you know, Earth ascending. Her shifts are calling for this reconciliation, like this, the word I'm getting is this marriage of mare and land, water and land. Take it as it resonates. See how it shows up for you. I'm even getting this serpent again, right? How we have serpents that are land serpents and how we have serpents that are water serpents. So Peru might be important for you because that is the water serpent that I work with, the anaconda energy, the energy of Aya. Aya being the frequency of the water serpent, the greatest serpent in the Amazon that I work with. I'm feeling called to bring in the planetary assistance that you will be receiving this year, the planetary blessings, overarching energy that's just going to be like streamlining into you, that's going to be activating the heavens out of you. It's going to be Neptune. And that is such a powerful frequency for Sirians. Because if you think about it, there are not that many planets that from our perspective here on Earth, in our solar system, are water realms. Earth is one, Neptune is the other. Am I missing one? No, I think those are, I'm like, no, those are it. That's it. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you. Neptune water realms are going to be streamlining into you. Also activating ice remembrance, ice age remembrance, Antarctica remembrance, even Antarctica connections that are not ancient. It's like what is actually in Antarctica right now. You're going to be streaming that. You're going to be having visions. You're going to be having dreams. You're going to be writing about, like, a lot of like free writing or creative writing where you're channeling the beings that live in Antarctica. Again, there's like this connection between water and land. So ice is technically water, but there is also an ice element that is land. So if the ice melts, then it's water, but if it's frozen, then it's land. So there's something here. There is a collective of you Sirians that are going to be bringing in Antarctica activations for the whole planet this coming year of the serpent. A few of you, a select few of you, will actually be going to these Arctic places, South Pole kind of areas. And those of you that don't go physically will go astrally, will go psychically, right? You'll travel with your third eye. So that is something I have never channeled before. I'm really excited about that. That makes me excited, and I would love for you to share with me in the comments if you do end up connecting with Antarctica, and if there's any messages that you want to send my way, or if you want me to share things that you've channeled or anything, reach out to me. My description in this video will have all of my links, my Instagram, my Substack. I'm just really amazed by the leaps and bounds that the Sirian collective has actually grown in the last few years. And I say that knowing that my soul is highly, highly, highly calibrated to Sirian energy. And it has been for some time, but even what I've seen in myself, I'm just reflecting to you that it's been epic. It's been absolutely epic what has transpired since 2020, for some of you since 2012, and what will continue to develop and what will continue to bless you and bless the planet. Oh, that's not the one I'm looking for. Leading up to 2030, 2035. I want to show you this energy once again. I was talking about the cathedral energy here, and so we're seeing a mirroring in this card of Virgo. So I picked a couple of signs for the year, like basically these are times of year and or constellations that you're going to be working with. So we have the Virgo energy and we have the Sagittarius energy. The Virgo energy for me is really signaling this sound technology again, because Virgo energy, at least in the context of this card with the beautiful like ribbed cathedral, I'm getting Paris, Notre Dame, I'm getting Scotland, Rosalind Chapel, I'm getting again Egypt, specifically the Hathor site at Dendara. Work with Isis, work with Hathor, work with Magdalene for this Virgo priestess. Doesn't matter if you're a man. I mean, these priests, these goddesses, these ascended beings, these master beings are really just reminding us of who we are, of who we've been, of what we're capable of. And it's really, really powerful. I mean, just look at this image. I don't even have to speak. Just feel that. Let me be quiet for a minute and just feel that power. And this is you. This is what you're bringing in. This is what you're tapping into. Combine that with the Sagittarius energy, which it looks a bit Jupiterian to me. That's not even a word I use that often, but I don't know this deck that well. Like, I literally haven't read the descriptions very well. So I really just go on my intuition, what I see, what I'm drawn to. And the imagery looks very gaseous, looks very much like Jupiter. I'm seeing a little bit of like storm energy also, like an electrical storm, which again can be connected to that Kundalini serpent practices that you're going to be doing. You're going to become very storm-like, very electrical. And again, a storm isn't necessarily destructive. A storm can just be divinely timed to activate, to cleanse, to clear, to even bless, right? Parts of the world that really need rain. When a storm comes, and you know, that part of the world here, it happens to be desert. So maybe you're blessing the arid, the dry, the lands that have a lot of secrets, that have been part of many cover-ups throughout, you know, throughout the centuries. Maybe you're part of the storm that will clear away the veil, that will clear away the lies, that will clear away the, you know, the fake history, the fake timelines. Again, with the sands, I'm getting Middle East, I'm getting Egypt, I'm getting Morocco, I'm getting Algeria, I'm getting parts of California. I literally just came back from the desert. So really, really, really powerful messages for the Sirians. I want to close out this reading with the crystal that feels relevant for you guys, and that is fulgurite. It's a crystal that is formed when lightning strikes the sand. So now I'm getting the connection there with the sand and the storm, right? I love this. I love this alignment. So the storm brought the lightning that struck the sand, which then form this perfect silica quartz crystal, activating energy that is gonna enliven, that is gonna bring new life, that is gonna bring new ideas, that is gonna bring new passions to you, to your community, to the people that are connected to you, even to your haters and your frenemies and everything. They're all gonna be activated, the heavens, from your existence. So they don't have to be activated by your presence. You save your energy for the people that you really, really want to be around in Year of the Serpent. And the people that you don't want to be around, let them be activated, let them be triggered by you, let them awaken by your existence. But you do not have to be physically in their space, in their life, texting them, calling them. Even I'm hearing like your exes, I'm hearing family members, I'm hearing friends that you've outgrown. Let them be, you know, let them be, and step into the freaking presence, the power, the freedom, the ecstasy, the bliss that was always meant for you. And so I had a lighter. Yes, I have a lighter. I want to close out this reading with the energy of fire. Talked a lot about water. We've talked a lot about almost all of the elements. We haven't talked about air that much, which is interesting. Maybe there's not that much air energy for you to focus on this year. Sagittarius is fire. We've had a lot of water energy. We've had a lot of lightning energy as well, or like electric energy. So may that really be the guiding energy. Electricity, magnetism, electrical storms, waters of Neptune, waters of intuition, waters and fires in the body, right? The chakras that you would associate with water and fire. Feel the incense from the dragons of Bali, and allow just a moment of breath once again, a moment of presence, receptivity, a moment of truth. Let these pieces crystallize, and once again, only take what is truly for you. I love my Sirian family. I love the Sirian collective. I love the aspects of Sirius or of Sirian stream that I get to see expressed in other human beings. Sirians are some of the most creative, heart-centered, serpent-led, dragon-led, lion, again, empowered, like truly, truly empowered, royal. I'm hearing royal people that I've had the privilege and the pleasure to meet. I'm hearing that the Sirians are, it's so funny, the Sirians are coming into, as a last message, this greater understanding of their dragon connections, of their dragon kin. It's almost like some of you have put this off, right? You're like, okay, lions, okay, water realms, water beings, okay, serpents, I'm comfortable with that. But some of you haven't really allowed the full dragon, I'm even getting Draco-reptilian calibrations to come into your reality yet, into your awareness yet. So by the tail end of Year of the Serpent, you might start to dive into that. And if I can support in any way with that, I will. So look out for the other Starseed readings. If you feel called to check in with another collective, you are so welcome to. They are all going to be very unique and, again, very channeled for their stream. But there's always interwoven, you know, themes and connections. So if you feel that you are more than just Sirian, or you just want to know more, you just want more information, please come back for one of the other readings. Other than that, I'm sending you so much love. Please hydrate in the year of Serpent. It is very, very important that you are well lubricated, I'm hearing, but like the spine is lubricated and that the body is quenched. Quench your thirst with life-giving real water, mountain water, spring water. Again, Iceland, for some of you it's like ice that has melted. Iceland has glacier water, so some of you, that's where you're headed. There's lots of volcanoes there too. There's lots of water and fire alchemy there. So do comment if something in this reading resonated. Do leave a tip via PayPal if that is something that you're into. And please have an incredible, incredible, incredible Serpent year. I love you all so much. And I will see you on the next transmission.
Comes ease. Literally, with hardship comes ease. And I think we know our lives have been far from easy. See, the journey that we've gone on, the journey that we all go on, you can't put it into words. And what I've learned to realize is with all of us, we've undergone things in our lives that no one else will ever understand. And only our eyes have ever seen, and only our hearts have felt that experience. And as a result of it, we can feel like we're alone on the journey. No sense of direction, it's only us going. And in those moments, it's hard to step forward and become something better. But the reality of the situation is, in hardship, we're not alone. Everybody undergoes challenges. Everybody's gonna undergo difficulty. It's the process of life. But when we realize that and we take steps forward, we can then attain a positivity and we can attain a beauty that far precedes anything that we could have witnessed before. Fair enough, our hardship we are all tied into, but the joy that we can attain can be unique for us all. And it's the realization that that can change the way that we live, can change the way that we feel and the way that we experience life. And the thing is, we aren't just alone, we are life's longing for itself. So after us, there will be life again. And the foundations that we put in place and the people that we choose to become, our children inherit. You get me? So I say it simply, proudly and truly, with hardship comes ease. And when we embrace that fact, the human spirit will always make it through. And in that, this is my prayer to you. This is my wish for you. Have faith in the promise of life itself, and you will continue, and you will continue. Just have faith, you'll make it through. Ameen. I love you. Ameen.